Can't hear it, man.
Hang on. Oh, no, wrong one.
Is this really how we're starting the episode like that?
Yeah, look, it's better than what I did. But anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Good evening. How are you?
Good, mate.
Been 2 weeks. I couldn't do last week.
Yes.
Had a throbbing migraine, and it just wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, just sometimes is what it is.
Yes. So now we're we unfortunately had to skip a week, but we're back.
Yeah. So you got yourself a beer. I'm drinking a Carbon 6 Crack the Code because I've got lots of them and it tastes yummy. So
yeah, that's totally reasonable.
Yeah.
For my actual beer, I've got one of my own. I've got a Froth Rookies Lager.
Oh yeah,
nice. So, I'm hoping to get some more into cans in the next couple of weeks because I've got a new brewery, which is nice.
Nice.
But as we've been doing the last couple of episodes, I've also got my Cellared beer.
Yes, yeah, that's correct. And you said this beer might be something a little bit special.
Well, we'll see how special it is and see what happens with it. So it was packaged in 2020 for a brewery's 4th birthday.
Okay.
Now, what brewery can you think of that might have had a 4th birthday in 2020?
2020. So that's 10 years. I don't know.
It is.
There's heaps. Like, there'd be a fair few. Like, well, not too many.
No, not that many. Not as many as you think. No,
yeah.
It is the Black Hops Black Forest birthday cake.
Holy shit. Wow.
Yep. So it is their 2 of 4 for their birthday beer. So
2 or 4?
2 of 4. So they did 4 birthday. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
so this is the second one.
I thought you said 2 or 4, and I was like,
and you're like, what? What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's actually, it just smells like cherry. That's all it smells like.
Does it still taste all right?
It's bitter as fuck.
Wow. So at the expense of the show and ruining it again.
Yeah.
Let's just see if this works though through the speakers. Yeah.
Nope.
I don't know how to make it work through the fucking microphone. So who cares? I've got it, but I've got a real good one for pub court.
Okay.
And I don't know how I'm going to do it. If it doesn't work through here, I don't know how we're going to do that. I'll figure it out. Hang on, I wonder if I can. No, not going to worry about that right now. Anyway, we've fiddled around too long. We're 5 minutes in, and we haven't even got past anything except for your old beer that you throw it in your fridge.
Yes. Hey, at least I'm clearing it out.
This is true. Yes, it's true. So yes, I do have in the paperwork a special announcement in that I've created. So I found. Have you heard of Flow Music?
No.
Flow Music is like Google's. It seems to be free, but it may be because I pay for Google One access. So I don't know if I get it. But anyway, it's created a couple of cool things. So I'm going to throw in like the pub court thing in the edit and see if I can get it to work during the edit.
You made music for the pub court, have you?
I've made music, and I don't know how to get it to work for you guys to hear it. So it may be later on in the podcast that I'll just edit it in. We'll see. It might also be a case of there's 15 seconds of dead air while you and I are staring at each other while I'm thinking that's where I'm going to put the edited music. And the edited music won't work. So it'll just, if that happens, people, don't adjust your dial. Just wait 15 seconds of
It's just
silence.
us being dickheads.
Right. But we've got two. There's Pub Court 1, like this week's one, and then there's Pub Court last episode's case. So
Yes.
anyway, but we also have a special announcement in regards to Pub Court. Thanks to Thirsty Merchants and Craig Maiden, our mate of ours, who is printing up coins for us.
Yes.
We can flip.
Yes.
Well, hopefully,
Technically poker chips. Technically poker chip.
It's a poker chip. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a medallion.
Yep.
With heads on one side and tails on the other, or defense and prosecution.
Yep.
So
they look awesome too.
They look amazing. They'll be really cool, and you can get your own, maybe. So there may be a way to get that as well. So yeah, keep your eyes and ears peeled for when that happens, and yeah, there might be something even more fun in the way of getting some shirts done as well. So
we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, mate. So even though we missed last week's case was PC011. Different beer pouring techniques are being wanky. There's either no need or it's just showmanship. It affects the aroma and flavour. And what do you reckon the results were on this one?
Well, I was hoping there would be at least some fight back, and I actually forgot to vote on this one. So that's I would have been the only one.
I think there's a lot of beer professionals who listen to our podcast and vote on our pub jury because it's another 100%. And they all voted for it's a quality metric and should be used when appropriate. So I'm all for that. Cheers to the legends who agree with me and my and my side of the argument that week.
I still need to find someone who's doing a sharp pour to see whether it actually works.
Yep. The other Adam Shell did contact me too about beers in Japan.
Yep.
And we need to get him on and have a chat. So that'll be cool as well. So yeah, that's a whole bunch of news about pub court and pub court stuff and coins and flipping and stuff. This week's case will be up later in the show, so stick around for that. It's a really good one this week. Really looking forward to seeing it, and I reckon that will stir a bit of a hornet's nest up as well.
Yeah.
So
it'll definitely be interesting. But for local news, Aussie news, this first one I'm in two minds about, just because I know how it's gone for us. And that is Victoria has secured some government funding for a Victorian craft beer and cider strategy, which is included in the 26-27 budget report. I mean, from what I can see, this is a Crafty Pint article. It's still very new news.
Yeah.
I believe it's only
like a couple of days old.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. So it's still brand spanking new. I don't think there's any sort of legs to it yet, other than yes, they've secured it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be interested to see whether this actually does anything. I mean, apparently the funding will come from a 1.6 million commitment to the Drink Victoria program.
Yep.
But I'm just a pessimist when it comes to these government strategies, especially after how diabolical ours was.
Yeah, well, it's interesting to understand like, what are they going to do, and how do you sort of make it so it's fair for everyone in the state as well?
Well, that's it. So I look at these and go, getting some funding, that's great, cool, awesome, well done, whoever was um, part of that. I believe, from what I can see, it's the Drink Alliance board is the one who kind of got it up and running and working for
Yep.
it. Um, but the fact that it's a 1.6 million commitment to the Drink Victoria program, which was launched at the end of 2021.
Yeah.
So it's 1.6 million that's been sitting around since 21. It's not a huge amount of money
No, especially
considering.
when the reading further down in the article, the Spirits
Yeah,
Victoria Distillery Door program secured 20 million in funding in 2025.
last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So
I mean, it's as uh, as stated at the bottom of the article. Yeah, this is the first wall of the levee to break. Um, so it may be the start of something
yes.
new and better.
Yep.
Um, but I still.
But again, there's one line here that I see, and I've seen it over and over and over again, and it absolutely means nothing. And it's, we have a seat at the table. How many times have we heard that?
Oh yeah,
Especially
yeah.
when, and it's like, well, cool, but does that seat have any value?
No,
What is this going to achieve?
I think it does. Like I think targeted advertising and marketing campaigns. I just kind of want to know how that's voiced and
Yeah.
and how it's done for the state. I guess
Mm,
because
that's it.
there's a lot of breweries in Melbourne and then in the inner like inner outer suburbs of Melbourne. But there's also a lot of breweries quite a
In
way out,
in further
in a lot
regional
of
Victoria.
places that aren't in huge population. And I mean, that 1.6 million doesn't go far in marketing statewide.
It's bugger all.
Yeah.
Um,
But I think
like that's
if there's enough breweries in enough cool places that you can do like ale trails and those sort of things,
yeah,
and have people. The good thing, I suppose, about Victoria is that you can get out of the city and drive for a couple of hours, and you can be in somewhere totally different
yeah,
in a whole bunch of
100%.
directions. And I hope that that's some of what people do is that they're like work out somewhere to go and explore because it's not just breweries. Like it's the same as wineries, and the
Mm,
winery market's just got it sewn up well. But breweries, like wineries, tend to have like rooms and lodges where you can stay on the winery and that sort of stuff, and walk through the vineyards and all that sort of stuff. We
yeah,
don't need that with breweries. And we don't really tend to have a shack out the back where you can hook up,
yeah.
or lay on a straw pallet, any of that sort of stuff. Like it's nothing. There's not a lot of breweries I know that have like a hotel attached. Um,
No,
so the tourism
it's
side
going to
is
be
good,
interesting.
but it will also feed into other industries as well. Um,
Yes, I mean the tour. This, I think the with this, especially with Victoria, their licensing rules around um pubs, venues, and breweries is a lot different to Queensland. Also, their sort of uh, the going out behavior and habits is a lot bigger. It's bigger part of living down there because obviously ours are a bit smaller.
yep.
Everyone goes out. There are more opportunity for smaller venues, smaller breweries to just be able to exist in Melbourne and Victoria. That
Yeah.
potentially this might work, and there might be some legs, and they might not get some such huge pushback from councils and other regional players. But again, for me, I'm looking at this going, cool, great, it's a starting point,
Yeah.
but I'd love to know how much of that 1.6 million is left.
Yeah.
Like, really, I'd really love to know. If it's 1.6 million a year, cool. That's great. But
Yep.
um, but if it's only a $1.6 million pool in total, then it's kind of a bit of a useless point, especially if it's been around for the last almost 6 years.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. I think it's still early days. It's just there's not a lot that I can see. I've had a look at the budget report for it, and there's not a lot of information on it yet. It's kind of a footnote at the moment without any sort of legs. So it'll be curious to see what happens when Victorian Drinks Alliance, the Drink Victoria program sort of takes hold.
Yeah. I think hopefully it's the start because
Yeah.
there are some epic breweries in Victoria
Yes.
that I've drunk a lot of beers from.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully it
Yeah.
is.
So
Mate, the second article, Good Drinks Australia passed a major milestone this year. What was it?
yeah. Um. So firstly, they've one of the few breweries to have a significant growth, annual growth with
Yeah,
7% annual growth on last year, but they've hit over 30 million liters produced.
yeah, that's a
Um,
lot of beer.
it's a lot of beer. Um, so obviously Good Drinks, for those who aren't aware, they have quite a few brands, with Gauge Roads and Matzo's. Um, Plus I think they've got a few imports, plus they've got some ciders and RTDs and things like that as well.
Bunch of
Um,
venues
a whole bunch of venues and stuff like that.
and good
But
venues, like
yeah,
the
really
venues
good,
are good venues.
very good venues. But 11.4 million liters of that were brewed by Gauge Roads by themselves,
Yeah,
and then another 6 million liters by Matzo's. So,
yep,
like, just with those, just even those two numbers alone, that is a huge amount of beer produced
yeah, yep,
for what is still an independent brewery group.
yeah, yep.
Um,
Who's had a lot of growth,
yes,
like year on year. Like it's not like this has happened
no,
out of the blue.
nope.
They've been aiming at this for a long time. They've just been consistently trying to grow. So yeah, not just
I
beer
mean,
either.
no. They've got a whole bunch of other products from ciders to RTDs. Um, what else? I think they're going into they've got their finger on everything at the moment, which is good, and I think it's partially why they've had good success. But they've also been smart, from what I can see, in how they've grown. Is they've kept everything pretty close to home with their main breweries. So Western Australia for Gauge Roads, and Northern Territory, I think it is, for Matzo's, is it? Up in Darwin,
Yeah,
I believe. But the growth for them has really expanded once they start putting in other venues in each state. So they've had a 14% growth in
yeah,
Queensland since they've opened their Sunshine Coast venue, their Matzo
yeah,
Sunshine Coast venue. So, like, that's huge.
yeah, yeah,
That's a
100%.
massive growth.
Yeah, yep.
Um,
You can't understand how big growth that is
yeah,
when you know the big footprint that they were coming from to
mm,
start from. Um,
that's it.
you know,
Um, so what is it? What have they got? They've got 7,000 active customers and 4,400 retail outlets that are
yeah,
selling their beer or selling their products.
that'd be
So,
insane logistics that they've got.
whoever is whatever their team is doing, it's they're doing a good job. Um,
Yep.
but their products are great. Like, as we saw at the Royal Queensland Beer Awards, they clean house.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
They took a crap load of medals.
100%.
So I think they've done well, and it kind of shows, and is not surprising as to why they're doing so well.
No, no, not at all. Mate, Northern Virginia Brewers clean up at the World Beer Cup?
Yeah, so obviously we've had the World Beer Cup
Mm-hmm.
recently. Um, Now there's they've done pretty well. So they've got four breweries that have taken out the four best beers in their category.
Yeah.
So they've got the pumpkin squash or pumpkin spice beer category from Two Silos Brewing. Um, they took out the gold medal for that. Uh, Barley Naked Brewing Co. Now that is a great name for a brewery. That is awesome. That is awesome. So they didn't win out the best, but they took a bronze in the sweet stout or cream stout category for Irish Prenup. Again,
Yep.
whoever is naming their beers and their brand, that is hilarious. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Caboose Brewing took out a gold in the American style brown ale category,
I love a
and
good
then
brown ale.
Atlas. Sorry,
I love a good brown ale.
I've got one in tank at the moment. So, but and then Atlas Brew Works, they and has a Northern Virginia location. They've got a gold for their American style pilsner.
Yeah, nice.
So they've done pretty
Yeah.
well. But I went in and had a look at who won the most medals.
Oh, yep.
So by country, United States they took out. So 294 medals they took.
Yep.
So that was the most. The next,
That's huge.
that's huge. Like out of I think it was 353 medals
Yeah.
awarded,
Yep.
294 went to the States,
Wow.
12 to Canada, 11 to Japan, 6 to China, 6 to Germany. So they tied for fourth place for
Yep.
the most medals. Brazil, then Argentina, Belgium, Netherlands, New Zealand, and Peru. They got 2 each.
Yeah, nice. Australia got one.
Australia,
Two
yeah,
bags.
that was for Two Bays.
Yeah.
Gluten-free beer. They are cleaning. They are doing really well.
Yeah.
But in the US, which state do you think took out the most medals and by what number?
California
Yep. How many medals do you think they took?
out of 294.
Yep.
I don't know.
Considering how many states they've got in the US?
190.
Nah, not that many. It was 68.
Oh, okay. Still good.
But the next top three, so second to fourth, with
Mm-hmm.
Oregon, Colorado, and Washington, was 30, 28, and 26.
So, yeah.
So
Yeah.
they
30%?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then a whole bunch. Ohio got 14, Texas got 13, North Carolina got 11, and then a whole bunch more. But 68 medals for one state in the US.
Colin was over in the US for a software conference and realised that CBC and World Beer Cup were on a week before his conference, so he just booked a week early and took off and went to it. Come back with all sorts of paraphernalia, a whole bunch of cool stickers for me to shove on my laptop so that it's going to be 3 inches tall. So you got a shitload of merch then? Yeah, got heaps of merch, got all sorts of stuff. I've already started. They must have been giving my name an email out because I've already started getting emails from
lovely
US suppliers.
Did he come back with one of those sensors?
No, he said that he saw my message after he'd been there and he wasn't able to get back. But he's looking into it now. He's like, oh, they look cool. So. Yeah, no, it definitely was good for us overall. He didn't buy the right ticket for the World Cup dinner, so didn't end up in the World Cup. Didn't get to see the presentation or anything. I don't know what he did.
Because you can get a conference ticket without the dinner.
Yeah, I think that's what he did.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, he was a bit pissed about that, but. Yeah, he said he was pretty exhausted, like walking around. It was so much stuff to see and do. And there was just so much innovation. And he said there was so much there to do with AI, not just in like, and this is where I think a lot of people are getting it wrong, is there's hardly anything in AI design for any design stuff. It's just AI support, AI helping you to
Software for
make efficiencies and find errors and that in your beers themselves, as you know, like that AI product that does all that testing and stuff. Yeah, just so much stuff there. He said that it's inescapable. It's just going to be a huge shift in the industry, and not just ours.
Yeah. Just in beverage, even just in food production in general, it's going to be huge. But any sort of production side and logistics, it's going to be a massive change.
Yeah. Yep.
What have you got?
I found this cool bit of news, and Croatia, of all places, is having what sounds like one of the best beer festival ideas that I've ever heard of. So it's called the Smash Split Beer Fest with 40 different types of beers for craft beer lovers. So there's all sorts of different beer styles, like hop forward IPAs, sour beers, and stouts, and all that sort of stuff. 19 craft breweries from Croatia. If you told me, this is my geography knowledge, I would have no idea how many breweries would be in Croatia. I don't even know where it is. I know it's just somewhere over, and that's my
Eastern European.
I'm a teacher pointing at a map, not knowing where I'm pointing, kind of thing, because I have no idea on geography at all. But I think the whole concept of a whole festival around smash beers is super interesting. You could go and taste some incredible things with one expression of like the barley and hops and that you didn't expect that you would ever sort of taste. And at the heart of it, there's a smash home brew competition. So in there as well.
Yes, I'm just So that's part of it, which is an interesting way to do it. I've never for a commercial beer festival to then have a homebrew competition as well. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, and then not only that, entry to the festival is a £30. I'm assuming it's a pound.
Euro.
Thank
Euro,
you,
mate.
Yeah, I no fucking idea, mate. I'm not a worldly man. I am. I just don't give a shit until I land where I need to land, and then I do some investigation. But it's a €30 glass, so you pay $30 for the glass, and then that's all you need to do. The glass provides unlimited tastings of all beers. As well, you get a food voucher redeemable for a burger or pizza.
Yeah.
What are flights to Croatia worth? We need to do.
At the moment, expensive. At the moment, expensive. But yeah, so I'm curious because I mean, from what I can see, it looks like just the homebrew competition is the smash single for non-brewers, single malt, single hop. I don't know whether all of the other beers are as well. Which I'd love to know whether there are breweries.
Entry to the festival is based on a purchase of a Smash branded glass.
Yeah.
Glass provides unlimited tastings of all beers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but I'd be a bit of a stickler for, saying, hang on.
Yeah.
This is what it says.
Yeah. But did you see the caveat to all of this is how many people are allowed to go?
Only 300.
Yeah. Yep. Could you imagine? And you can't even pre-buy these tickets. You've got to get it on the day.
Yeah. Yep. Imagine going there.
And you're the 301st person.
Oh, man. Yeah.
You'd be dirty.
Yeah, and especially if you see someone walk out and you're like,
can I just grab your glass?
Yeah.
So
the venue looks cool.
It does actually. It's a really nice looking venue.
Yeah.
See, like this sort of beer festival. It doesn't need to be massive. Like, I'd love to see like this stuff come back. These sort of one day pubs or breweries and pubs buying
Yep.
kegs from all different breweries that are doing weird shit.
Well, how big was Juicy at the Fortitude Music Hall? How many people went?
I think the first year it was pretty big. But again, you've got to pay to hire it out. But if it's your own venue, your own
Yeah.
spot, you've got your own food.
Yep.
It's. I'd love to know how Juicy Junior went. I didn't actually. I haven't actually spoken to anyone who went
Yeah.
to see whether that was something that was successful or better off. But even just going to the IPA Cup, that thing was busy.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'd be curious to know how that. Like, I'd love to see this sort of stuff pop up a bit more here.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, for sure.
Especially
I mean,
for only
that's it,
€30.
mate. I'm sure £30 and €30 is not that different.
It's been a while since you've been to Europe, hasn't it?
I've never been to Europe. I've been
There's a little bit of a
everywhere
difference, mate.
around Europe. I've flown over Europe. I haven't ever been to Europe.
There's a little bit of a difference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah. That's all good.
But
I know.
speaking of Europe, considering both of our with this next segment, our brewery visit wish list. Blah, Jesus.
Our what?
Our brewery visit wish list are both in Europe.
That's correct. Yeah. So have you heard of mine?
No, I haven't.
So
when I saw you typing this up, I thought you were going to start typing in Welder's dog. And I'm going, why do you want me to go? Why is that on your wish list?
I would like to go to Welder's Dog. But no, this brewery in our list is, I think, in being in Germany, it's probably pronounced Belder.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I will find out tomorrow when I speak to Kevin, because that's where our new head brewer, Carbon 6, is from. That's where he brewed beer. And let me put up a thing for you to see, and I don't know if the blog post.
So I've gone to type it into Google, and it's gone Velda Brewing. What do you think is the first thing that pops up? Welder's dog.
Well, I'll put a link in the show notes for you there, and people will be able to look.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty confident that it's not something that we see a lot. And talking to Kevin about like that, he said that the bottles in Germany that they use, like normally a lot of people like reclaim all the bottles and use them all again from other places and whatnot. And these ones are a very unique shape. And he said that they were designed to help pour the beer out as well, so that it will get the aroma going. But also it stops people from being able to use them, but that they fall over all the time on the bottling line, and can be very difficult to use easily, he said. But yeah.
I've just seen those bottles.
Hey. Cool, hey?
Yeah. Yeah, that is really... Yeah, no. Screw that. That would suck on a bottling line. That would really suck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy crap. I mean, the pub looks good, though. The food looks amazing.
Yes. Yeah, I went clicking on everywhere too.
But yeah,
they've got more alcohol-free beers than they do beers to drink.
4 versus 6. Like, that's... I mean, that's just in bottles. They probably have a whole bunch that they do on tap that's a little bit different. Yeah, that's a very cool looking venue. Plus a really weird ass bottle.
Yeah. Well,
I
the
really
glasses.
want to get... Hang on, have you seen the bottle caps? Have you seen the bottle caps as well?
No,
they're like the alcohol-free ones. I think they are.
Yeah,
they're the like the Bundaberg ginger beer tops.
Oh yeah, yep.
With the ring pull.
Yeah. So good. Even their glasses, like their Pilsner glasses, that same wobbly shape. It looks like a bottle upside down almost.
Yeah, yeah, very cool, very very cool.
So yeah, I'd love to go there because the way Kevin talks about it, it's pretty epic. So
Yeah, yeah,
I think it'd be cool.
yeah.
Yours, my friend.
Uh, yeah, mine is. I mean, considering we've just had,
Exciting again.
yeah. Well, it is. It's a cool. I don't even know whether we can call it a brewery. It's more of a blendery more than anything else.
Yeah,
And it's
still
yeah, yeah, and it's Cantillon. I mean,
Pantheon.
they, they pretty much sort of sell and distribute the most of those Belgian lambics that
Yep.
anyone buys, especially with
Yep.
Swansea Day and all of that sort of stuff. I mean, some of their products are just mind-boggling.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them you drink and you go, yeah, no, that is just even a bit much for me. But but some of them you go, how long have you been sitting on this thing, hoping that it's going to age out into this amazing product? Like
Well,
the cost and time just to have these products sitting in barrels and just sitting there waiting, and
yeah.
then in
Yep.
bottles, hoping that it's going to be drinkable one day. It just shows the hell. It's almost closer to spirit production with whiskies and things like that.
Yes. Yep.
With the time they spend looking after these things, or wines. But I think you probably should treat it as more of a wine than a beer than anything else, just the way that it's that it's kept and stored. So yeah, I've
Yeah.
got to get over there. I really want to get over there to their venue and try some of their stuff.
Yeah. Yep. Now, mate. Moving on to our pub court. This week we're up to case PC012.
Yep.
Let me just try this and see if you can just hear this. All right, I got my speaker up here. All right.
Nothing's playing.
Did that work?
No, nothing played through.
Nothing worked. Didn't that not work?
No, heard nothing.
Yeah, I wonder if it's
Is it so loud you're blowing the mic? And
no,
it's just like
I think it's because it's coming out of the speakers that the software is cancelling any music that comes out and won't record it through the microphone. So
oh
at least
bugger.
there's that 15-second gap there. And if you didn't hear a 15-second gap and you heard a jingle thing, awesome.
Perfect.
If not, my apologies. My editing
And
was
you saw me dancing to silence.
That's why I thought it was working because you were dancing like an idiot. I was like,
yeah,
it's got a
yeah,
real
no.
cool like pub court this week, like a real nice sort of like big
Have you
voice.
gone old school like Law and Order sort of vibes with it?
Kind of is, yeah, kind of is. It's super funny.
Of course you have.
So anyway, I'll try and edit it in, and if it doesn't, then yeah, apologies for the dead air, mate. So yes, this week's case PC012. This is a nasty one. This is gonna curl a few people's hair, I reckon.
I don't think it will. I don't think it will. I think, as you said before, we've got a lot of industry people that listen, and I reckon a whole bunch of them are going to go, yeah, we need to know.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
So the case is this week: should venues be forced to disclose line cleaning dates for beer taps? Consumer rights or unnecessary overkill? Ooh. I'm happy with either on this, I reckon.
I do not want to have unnecessary overkill.
No, I don't either.
I really don't want that.
I don't want that either.
Because I know exactly what I'm going to say for consumer rights.
So I've got my trusty Area 51
Token.
token here. for doing
Yep.
the high ropes course, which ran out of time to go on when I was there. Incidentally, if you do get out to the Bundamba Area 51, it's the biggest one in the Southern Hemisphere. It's amazing and huge, and they're going to start doing adults-only nights once a month on Fridays. So you heard it here first. Nothing to do with beer, and especially nothing to do with pub court. But here we go. What are we doing this week? Are you
Well,
calling
you've
it?
got the token. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you calling it and I decide, or
Um.
yeah, if you
Well,
get it, you
I
can
choose.
decide. Yep.
Oh. Okay.
All right, you ready?
I can't even remember what heads and tails is on this thing.
Have taken that care of that, and
And you've just put heads and tails.
I just wrote heads and tails on the damn thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough. That's an
I've,
easy one then.
I'm pretty
All
easy
right.
and simple with this. Yep. You want heads
Yep.
or tails facing up?
Well, whichever one's facing up. I'll pick heads.
Before
I'll
I
pick
flip
head.
it.
Oh, before you flip it. Oh, okay. Put tails facing up.
Okay, here you go. We've got all the options here for very
This is like a
important.
pick and mix. This is like a pick and mix at one of those
Talking about
yo
unnecessary
proteins.
overkill. All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Heads.
Heads.
Yep.
It's tails.
Fuck. No.
I'm going to go for consumer rights.
You bastard.
You know you would do the exact same thing.
You bastard.
Is this going to be the first week where you are sitting there like a stunned mullet and can't do it, like I've had a couple of times, because it's such a hard argument?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to think. Defense goes first, right?
Correct.
That gives me time to go into ChatGPT because I can't think of anything.
No, we said we're not doing ChatGPTs.
Oh, god damn it. All right. Let me get my calculator out.
Alrighty.
I actually just opened up my calculator.
Nice.
All right. Go when you're ready.
There is many.
Oh, hang on.
Okay. No, I'll wait.
Is consumer rights defense or prosecution?
Consumer rights is defense, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, you're defending that venue should be forced. Yes. Yeah, yep. Sorry, I just had to think then. I'm going, hang on. Based on how it was written, is it are we defending the venue or are we defending the consumer rights? And I just had to
What a way
read
to
it.
pull the argument in your favour by interrupting my inner starting monologue.
Hey, it wasn't going to help because it could have forced me to go first. So,
hey, before you start your timer there, just wanted to say quick, if you did want to be part of the jury and vote for this, you can do by just going to facebook.com/group/Aussie Beer Voyage and becoming a member. Heaps of members have become members recently because I add them pretty much straight away because I am a legend. So if you do want to be part of the jury and decide on each case each week, you can do so. Just go to facebook.com/group/Aussie Beer Voyage. And you will be able to do that. So, alrighty. Don't be putting it in a ChatGPT. I can see you've copied it all. You've just copied it all.
I forgot you could see that. Damn it. All right. I'm going to struggle with this one.
100% you will. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you want to know that you're drinking fresh beer and you want to know that the beer that you are drinking from is from clean taps and clean beer lines. It's obviously something that we should know. Good beer hygiene and beer husbandry in any, not just a brewery, in any venue that serves beer, is something that not only affects the taste, the flavour, the presentation, and the quality of your beer, but also your health. And it's very, very important across the board for your beer to be tasting amazing. Not only are some of these pubs that are pouring the beer, you want to know that they're spending that money on those beer kegs and they're getting the beers out to you as fresh and as high quality as possible. This is something that we all would love to know. Beer lines should be cleaned regularly in every area, so much so that there are services out there for people to be able to just hire people to come in and do it for them. Yes, there is a little bit of wastage, but that little bit of wastage is accounted for when you buy your keg and you put your lines in. If you're going to put in 100-metre lines, that's your own problem. Clean your lines, set the date, tell people that they're clean, and you will have more customers, better customers, and more loyal customers. I'm out. I would hate to be in your shoes
Yeah.
for this one.
Yes.
All right, go. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
Yep.
Matt is struggling.
Yes, considering you know how much I fucking hate unclean beer lines.
You can take unclean beer lines.
Fucking hate unclean beer lines. Fuck. Okay.
We're 30 seconds
Beer
in.
lines. Sorry?
We're 30 seconds in.
Oh, you bastard.
All right, we can start again.
Yeah. I was literally still trying to think.
All right,
yeah.
and go.
Beer lines. Should they be clean? Yes. Is it a venue's responsibility? Yes. But is it the consumer's rights to know everything behind the scenes of a venue? No. Do you require to know when the last time the fridge temperatures were kept? No.
But that is.
Do you go into a kitchen asking to see their delivery logs? No. We take it as their word. We hope that venues do the right thing. If you don't trust your venues to not do the right thing by cleaning their lines, why are you supporting them? But if we're going, venues need to start, we're forcing them to disclose. Oh, fuck, I can't do it. There is no.
There's no positive. Even your whole temperature thing gets recorded. Temperatures should be recorded. And
I mean, no. Yes, but does it need to be disclosed to the punters? No. That's the only thing that I can. There's no negative to this.
Punters, but it is disclosed to the health department. You got 12 seconds. Anything else you want to?
No, I literally cannot think. No.
I can't either.
I literally cannot think of
a reason why anyone would not be proud to say,
yeah,
this is
the only reason is, they don't clean their lines. That's it. That's literally the only reason you would be against it.
Yeah. How would you disclose it, do you reckon? Do you put it up on your social media, go, it's beer cleaning day? Do you have a sign up and go, date last beer cleaned, lines cleaned?
Yeah.
There's a lot of places like, I used to work in a massive pub and our lines were to the longest bar. We had 4 bars and the furthest bar was 100 metres away at the other side of the hotel. And when you're running lines that long, like it's like 5 litres of beer, and it was about 7 to 8 litres of beer in every line across the entire pub, like of every single beer that you had. And on those nights, we would do it on a busy midweek night, on our trivia night, and we would be like, you'd serve the first round, everyone came in, got their first round, and then signs would go up, and it'd be like, beer cleaning lines out, they're on till they blow, basically. And you might do like a schooners for like pints for schooner prices or something to empty them.
Yeah.
And you'd run out on the main bar pretty quick on like a lot of stuff, and then you're like,
Yeah.
sending staff with like glassware running up to the other bars
Yeah.
to pour the beers and bring them back and serve them to tables. And there was like a pleasant surprise for a lot of people who were getting discounted beer and table service because they could just order their beer and sit down, and then we would figure out
Yes.
which bar we're getting that beer from, and then giving it to them. And then at the end of the day, majority of beer would also have been gone, and then whatever's left tended to be pulled into a bucket to give to the chefs for beer battered chips or whatever. But
Yeah.
they can only make so much beer batter, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
You can't-
How often did you clean the lines?
in that place, it was every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
I
which
mean,
is
it's one of those things. I think, like, I mean, I know we've both been at a venue where the lines hadn't been cleaned.
yes,
Um,
you can taste it in the
I've
beer.
been, oh God, there's been some times where it's been horrific.
Mm.
Um, I remember that it was Hendo and I were at, I think it was for a staff Christmas party. We were at a venue and we both ordered a Stonerwood Pack Ale. We couldn't even get it to our lips before we both looked at each other and went, "Are we both smelling that?"
Yeah,
Like, it was just pure dyke. It was like the Siebel taints. It
yeah,
was like
yeah, yeah.
someone had dumped a full vial into our pint.
Well,
That's
that's the
how
thing
bad it
too,
was.
because you
Oh,
know, especially in some pubs, like you can go around to the other bar and get the same beer, and it tastes
Mm.
a million times
Fine.
better. And
Mm.
and there's different reasons for that. Sometimes it's because a tap is being used a lot more often, so the beer is
Yep.
just continually being pulled through, and it's not able to catch. Sometimes the
Not
lines are
sitting
really
in
old
there
and
and
they're braised on the
yeah.
inside, and the yeast catches and starts growing. Um, I've I remember I've been to places and started to clean their lines when they haven't done it, or they couldn't tell me when it was last done, and you're pulling it through because the taps. This is the other thing too. One of the massive dead giveaways is the beer is pouring super foamy all the time,
Yeah.
and you can't figure out why. You know the keg is cold. You know the keg isn't heady.
Especially long draft systems, it's like it's always going to pour right.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
if it
yeah.
pours
And then you
foamy,
got this beer, and they go, "Oh, no, no, it's always done that." And you go, "When were the lines last cleaned?" Oh, we don't know. And you clean it out, and if depending on your beer cleaning system, whether it's like one of the pumps out the back that pumps through and you never really see
yep,
anything that's going on, or if it's out the front where you just pull beer line cleaner through and let it sit for 2 hours
yeah,
and then you pull the line cleaner through. If it's one of those where you're pulling the line cleaner through into a bucket and you see like the cheesy jelly yeast chunks that go
yeah,
and somehow make it through the tap, and
yeah.
you can almost always pick when lines haven't been cleaned. Just pull off the
Yeah.
beer tap.
Oh, it's rank.
Pull the beer tap off and look at that beer tap about how clean the beer tap is. Because if it's sludgy and stuff all around those fittings that are touching the beer, that's a
Yep.
massive indication that the lines are also not being cleaned. Because
Oh, yeah.
I pull the taps
I
off and pull the taps apart and clean them every second brew clean, every second line clean.
yeah,
So they're getting re-lubed. I'm checking the washers. I'm checking everything. And sometimes, which is a pain in the ass, you clean the lines, you clean the freaking taps, put everything back together, and you stick it on, and you go to pull the beer. And the fucking beer is like leaking out of a tap or it's pouring
yeah,
foamy. And you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I've just cleaned you.
yeah.
Pull it all in,
Oh,
you got to wash it backwards or some shit. And
yeah, I know. It's it's disgusting sometimes. I mean, I just did the TAFE Club Bar taps the other week because they hadn't
yep,
been used since I think it was last year.
yeah,
Um, so I went in and cleaned them all, and walked into the back, and it's the first time that I'd actually really gone in there and seen our tap system.
yep,
Like I've seen the taps, but I hadn't actually done anything to do with the draft system itself.
yeah, yeah.
And I walked in, and it was like the most beautifully set up Andale long draw pump with
Oh, how
fob.
good.
Like, it was like six bay. self-cleaning pump with coupler connections, like the whole
Yeah.
lot. And I just went, oh, this is sexy.
Yeah.
Like it was
So good.
so nice. But because obviously we do a shutdown over Christmas and all that
Mm.
sort of stuff, the last beer in there was a dark ale,
Yep.
and it was still in the line,
Oh,
and it had been sitting there since before Christmas.
yeah.
Oh boy, was that a fun one to clean.
Yeah. And they'll stay in the line too when they're just sitting
Yeah.
there. Um,
Um,
not to keep bringing up war stories of shit cellaring examples, but you know when you go into some places with the fobs and the keg's stopped out the front and you I need to change the keg. It's the first time you've ever been into the cellar and you go in and you try and find the fob that's the problem, and there's fucking
yeah.
mold and shit all over the fob, and you change the keg and you're sort of
So
looking and
gross.
you're like going, I don't know if this is like you're scared to touch. It's either the switch that flicks the ball back up or you push the button, and you
Yeah.
can't push the button or whatever because it's like jammed with junk and shit, and you're
Junk.
like, ugh, what? Like you get dirty hands just touching it. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is bad. Like it's like when you're starting a new venue for the first time,
Oh,
and then you go and have to change a keg. You're like, I'll get it, no worries. And then you're like, and
you look
next
at it and
minute
go,
you're in the
this
cold
is
room
gross.
for like half an hour because
Breathing in mold
you're
and
like, beer's back on, and then you go back into the cold room and you start making a mental list of what you need to like get fixed, repaired, cleaned, who you're going to judge
yeah,
to do it. The little
yeah.
stainless steel bucket that catches the slops. Like I went into,
Oh, and
I
they're
went
never
into
big
one.
enough.
I went into
The
one.
little tub is never big enough. It's
You
like
know why they're not
it's
big enough?
tiny.
Because people don't fucking empty them every night, which is what's supposed to happen. You're meant to clean
Oh
them every
no,
night.
I've
But you
some of the
go into
ones that
some of them, and the freaking
yeah,
little tube goes into it. And then I went
yeah.
into one, and there was a 10-litre bucket just underneath that, so that they knew it was going to overflow, but they just let it overflow into the bucket. And God only knows how long this bucket's been there. It's just full of shit.
Oh
You're like, guys, all you've done is make the problem worse, and you're just fucking lazy. Like I just nothing grates my gears than shit like that the customers can't see. And there's
yeah,
like if you took photos of that and said to the customers, "Oh, come and have a look at how we get your beer on
yeah,
tap." Like, look,
yeah. I mean, and that's why I struggle with this one. I'm going. There is actually no downside to this, even if it's not a consumer-facing disclosure. Even if
yeah,
it's you're required to keep logs for an inspection.
I've never ever heard that you need to keep logs, but I do know
No, but you
that.
need to for food service though.
Yeah,
So
I
you need
know.
it for like your cold room. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes no sense as to why not.
No, but
Why there isn't one.
if the council is coming around like and doing their food inspection,
Oh yeah,
the beer lines and fobs and fonts and everything is one of the first things that any manager will say, check all of this, make sure that this is all crystal clear. And
well, we had that at Parched because we had council come in and do a food inspection, and you remember where the cold room for the food was? It's in our
in
beer storage
beers, yeah.
area. So they walk in and look at the food. They're just the first. They're not even going to see the food first. They're going to see our taps. So,
I'll tell you,
oh
it's
man,
because you've got yeast going everywhere.
oh
You
yeah,
know, how many times as a keg you've taken a coupler off and the keg post hasn't realigned, like because of
oh
whatever
yeah.
reason, and you like anyone who's changed kegs will have had a beer shower at some point for some weird reason that's not their fault. Sometimes it is their
Spring.
fault.
The spring
Um,
hasn't set, and you just get it fucking straight in the
yeah, it
face.
shoots up. The cold room roof has now got beer all over it, and all
Oh.
the coil taps, they're all covered in mold and shit.
Mm.
But man, I didn't expect this to turn into a massive rant on cellar room cleaning, but clean your fucking
Do
cold
we
room.
do we do we need to create a new segment called what grates Adsy's gears?
Oh dear, which sounds freaking stupid because I've also been dared back in the day to drink a shot of beer out of the slops bucket after a weekend of service.
That
playing,
just makes me sick thinking about it.
yeah, playing Bar Olympics. But anyway, I won that event. That was
As you should have.
yeah.
But we must move on.
We must move on. It is your week for the industry legend shout out.
Yep.
And who have you got?
So, as you know, I struggled to think of someone. And then it wasn't until we were going through pub court that I went, hang on, there is someone who's bailed me out of shit a whole bunch of times. Way too many times than I could count. And has had to deal with bullshit delivery orders with 2 venues and now TAFE as well.
Well, I reckon I know where this is going. This is a red.
Yeah. Yep. And that is Fergus from Cryer Malt.
Fergs.
With
Yep.
having to deal with dumb shit with Cannon Hill, then having to deal with the most ridiculous delivery bay instructions and trying to get product to our venue with Parched and Brew Baron.
Yep.
With no loading dock or anything. Then having to deal with
that was really fun and accessible venue, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then having to deal with the bullshit fallout with dealing with the trucking companies and the freight companies and all of that sort of stuff. To then dealing with my really limited delivery day and options with very small orders with the TAFE brewery when we're at Cooper's Plains. So he has had to deal with a lot from me.
Fergs is excellent. I emailed him the other day.
Yeah.
He just changed his. They've just changed their warehouse.
Which was a shit show.
Yeah,
not because of anything that they did, but just from the back end of side, it was just a bit of a shit show from what I can hear.
But like we wanted to brew this week. Incidentally, Kevin and I both forgot that Monday was a public holiday, and we felt like today was Wednesday, and we've been telling everyone we're brewing Thursday. We didn't brew today because we both thought it was Wednesday. So
hence why we didn't record this yesterday.
That's right. We're not brewing this week. Yeah, because we're smart like that. But yeah, hopefully that's the end of the short weeks, because the last couple of months have just been a nightmare of just a short week, sporadic here and there. And don't get me wrong, I love having the days off, but it just cramps all your 5-day work into 4 days. And as soon as you fall a day behind, you up shit creek, and I'm chasing my tail to get shit done that needs to happen. So
yeah, I hate for me, I hate term 2 and term 4 with the public holidays because they always fall on a Monday. And for us, it's an 8-week term, and if we lose a Monday, that's our theory day.
Yeah. Yep.
Like we lose a day of theory, an entire day of theory in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And week 1 is everyone catching up and working out what they're doing. Weeks 8 is just finishing off assessments and things like that. So there's no delivery. Same with weeks 7. So it like cuts it down to a 5-week delivery of new content, and I hate it. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen anymore. But we'll see. I haven't looked ahead. I have not to.
Yeah, but shout out Fergs, you're a legend, and anyone also who is into EDM scene in Brisbane too has probably seen Fergs play at a number of places. He's a DJ as well, and has some wicked music and mixes out. So try and find him. I did ask him once. I said, "Have you got like a cool DJ name that we don't know about, like DJ Bowler's Cap or something?" And he's just sticks with Fergs. Just
Yep.
Legend. Love the man. Mate, the last word, small little segment where we just throw something out there. And this week it was Goodbye Helios. You and I were both there for last drinks. I was there on the Saturday and back on the Sunday. Probably could have done
how you managed
that. Days. Yeah, could have done without one of those days, but there was a lot of beer. Monday was a very quiet day in my house.
I was up at sort of 6:30, nearly 7, landscaping and pulling out my front garden
Yeah, well,
on Monday.
on Monday, I actually realised that I hadn't gone and done any shopping for this week. And
Bit hard on Labor Day, mate.
yeah, and being a single dad, I had to freaking get something for Cade's lunch and shit.
Yeah.
So I was one of
IGA.
the thousands of people that drove around to the airport Woolworths.
You didn't.
Mate, do you know,
No way.
I've never ever said it, and I hope it doesn't ruin it, but someone told it me once, and I've done it ever since, and I manifested myself. I was like, I know it'll be busy, but I just want to drive in, get a park, get in, do what I need to do, and get out. And we got there at 20 past 11. There was like traffic controllers and everything.
Yeah.
I was a little bit busy pulling in, but as I'm driving in, these cars went before me, and I must admit I did drive a little bit slower coming out of the roundabout, so there was a bit of space in front of me. And then old mate, who was letting people in and out of like the good car park right next to the Woolies, he just waved me in. And he goes, "Oh, there's one just around the front." I literally parked 20
No.
meters from the door.
No.
We walked in. I grabbed the only basket that was in the thing, got everything. We were standing at the end of the row, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know where to go." And the lady said, "If you're wanting to go out, this is the line to get in because this is the line you've got to be in to pay." And it was right at the back of the store near the fridges. And I was like, "Oh, sweet." We got all the way up, straight in, out. I was done in 15 minutes, mate. Barbecue chicken, roast lamb, roast pork. I had 2 loads of bread. Cade was running off. He was like a little gopher. I was like, "Go and get this, go and get that." I was back in the car. We were driving home within 30 minutes. And as we walked out, there was like a 50-meter line of people that the security guard wasn't letting into the store. I was like, "Man,
And you're like, yes.
I've aced this." Like, this manifestation shit is fantastic. So,
But yeah.
but yes, goodbye, Helios. We love thee, and
But
the beers
in
were
saying that,
excellent.
from what Scott was saying, it may not be a full goodbye.
Oh, who knows with Scott? But
They've still got 3 tanks of beer, so there's still going to be beer floating around.
yeah, well, they've got to can it all and get it out.
Yeah.
I think it's the tap room closing.
Yeah.
Hades was good. It was good to see Charlie and a whole bunch of
Yes.
regulars that were there. Scott got a guard of honour at the end of the night. Buchels, the regular dog, bit him on the hand.
For the first time ever.
Yeah, first I think Buchels was just, the crowd was just amped up. And Buchels was excited, and so, But anyway, it was a good night, a good weekend, and I definitely didn't need the 2 schooners of maximum G-force IPA
Thanks,
at
Charlie.
Stream that we had after.
Yeah. Thanks, Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah, that was great.
Yep.
So anyway, anything else?
No, I think that covers everything. I think that's good
Sweet.
for us.
Cheers. See you next week.
Awesome. See you next week, and hopefully we go back to our regular scheduled channels.
Yes, should do.
All right. See you, mate.